Hello, you motherfuckers. How we doing? Welcome to Stavvy Solves Your Problems. We're back, baby. Episode, I don't know what the fuck it is, 8? The world sucks dick, right? We're all a little depressed. This shit is fucking brutal. As we all know, the police murdered George Floyd in Minnesota. Keeps happening over and over again in dumbass America. And it sucks dick. So hopefully what we can do is raise a little money here, folks. So if you donate to the stream, whatever you want, whatever you can, if you donate, I will match up to $1,000, and it'll go to people in Minnesota, in Minneapolis right now. A lot of good organizations. I will match it up to a G, and let's see how much we can do.
Still
folks.
a vision, my man.
Thank you, Rick Deacon. $110 already. Holy fuck.
Thank you, King.
You guys are the best. God damn, we just started. Oh my god, 419. Fuck, we missed 420 already. We're gonna have to figure out new shit to do, man. Alright, if we get to 2,000, I'll do a stream tomorrow on Grand Theft Auto where I kill a bunch of cops. Satire. It'll be a parody. That's a great question. What organizations? I've already donated to the Minnesota Freedom Fund. They're helping get people out of jail. They're helping with bail for anybody who was locked up through the protests. They suggested that we give money to Black Visions Minnesota and Reclaim the Block. So a portion of the money will be going to them. And then I think also there's Louisville. They had a similar situation where Breonna Taylor was murdered by cops. They just came into her house and killed her. So I'm gonna also give some of the money to the bail fund for Louisville. So those are the organizations that we will be supporting. And man, you guys fucking rock. I can't believe how much money we've already got going. God damn. Oh, Maron, we got there, folks. Holy fucking shit. I can't believe this shit, dude. This is fucking incredible. 18 mins. Let's get another fucking goal. You guys donated 1,000. I am going to match that 1,000 personally. And last month, I donated $500 of everything we made off last month went to Minneapolis. So, let's set a goal. So we as a channel have just donated $2,500. So goddamn. Let's officially begin the show.
Is your dick fucked up? Does your life suck shit? Is your wife about to leave you cause you're annoying? Sounds like you've got a lot of fucking problems. Don't you sweat cause Stavvy's gonna solve them. He's pretty fucking dumb but he can figure out your problems. Here is an example, you should always use a condom.
Yeah, I guess maybe you don't always have to is my point. Like maybe there's some situations where you don't have to use a condom, you know? But you know what? Let's just go ahead and why don't we just finish the song? How about that?
Show's about to start. It's called Stavvy Solves Your Problem.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Yeah, my question is, I'm bisexual and I've been with my girlfriend for about 2 years now.
Respect.
And we're going to have a kid. I don't know if you know, but the last question I asked you was last week, and it was about me becoming a father. I just wanted to know, should I tell my girl that I'm bisexual, or should I just leave it alone since at this point it doesn't really matter because I'm going to marry her? What's your opinions, man? All right, have a great night, Stavvy, baby. Love you. Just brought your calendar, by the way. Have a great night.
My man. Holy shit. So she doesn't know you're bi? Damn, bro. You guys have never been watching a fucking Zac Efron movie? And she's like, oh, she feels your cock. You're on the couch. She's cuddled up. She's like, oh, you must be ready to fuck. And you're like, oh, yeah, I want to fuck you. I'm definitely not trying to get double teamed by old Robert De Niro and Zac Efron because we're watching Dirty Grandpa. I'm not trying to get filled up and be airtight, mouth and ass, floating. Completely buoyant because De Niro and Zac Efron got me stuffed up like a bell pepper, like a fucking jalapeno popper. I guess it doesn't matter, right? You should tell her. She's got to know. If she doesn't know, is this someone you should be marrying? That's another thing, man. That's a weird one. Everyone in the chat says she knows, but I say you should have a conversation. This is very interesting. This shows my, I guess, biphobia, because I know a lot of women that are bi that end up with men. I guess you're basically that. You like to suck a little penis, suck a little fucking cock when it's party time. Get a couple Bud Light Limes in you. You're out, you know what I'm saying? You're in San Antonio on the Riverwalk. I don't know why I picked that place, but get a couple Bud Light Limes. It's fucking spring break. Maybe you suck a guy off in the bathroom, but you're settling down with a woman. I think you should just tell her, just because marriage is all about, complete honesty with your partner, somebody you're going to share your life with. So let her know. And if she doesn't know, maybe rethink whether this should be your wife or not. Unless you're just like barely a bisexual, you just dip your toes in. But salute, you should tell her. And salute to you, my bisexual king. And I'm happy you found true love, even though it's in the form of with somebody with a pussy and not a cock.
This is a caller from, I think, your first episode, actually.
Nice.
About sending the nudes to my ex for his birthday.
Yes.
So I didn't end up doing that. Oh, and yeah, just figured, give you an update, because you were nice enough to read my question. Yeah, so I didn't end up sending, but we ended up talking again randomly. And now we have been exchanging nudes, so it ended up working out.
Okay.
But anyways, thanks again for reading my question. Bye.
Okay. Bye. I don't know if it did work out personally, but good for you. Listen, this is going to happen in quarantine. People reconnect with their exes. It's hard. We're all horny. We're all pent up. You need someone that's reliable. You can't meet up with a random person. You're just trying to see you're trying to see a new angle on an old penis. And he's trying to see a new angle on some old titties. Who I myself I don't want to say anything, but maybe I have talked to a couple people that I have had intimate relations with. Maybe, perhaps I have. Who's to say? But, good for you, I guess. Although, if I remember correctly, this guy was a piece of shit, so maybe not good for you. But, hey, let those titties loose in a safe space in quarantine.
So, last week I called in with a more serious one about, my friend going through some shit. But I wanted to ask you something a little more light,
Okay.
So, would you rather fuck a goat and nobody ever finds out about it, nobody ever knows, or would you rather everyone in the world thinks you fucked a goat? So your family, your friends, every girl you ever meet from now on, they'll all think you fucked a goat. So you don't get any diseases if you choose to fuck a goat, nothing like that. But you do have to give it a good 50 strokes. You have to give it a mean fucking, give it its money worth, Anyway, thanks.
This is a good question. This is a very good question. Now, look, I don't particularly want to fuck this goat, right? It's not something I've ever jacked off to. I've never been walking through the countryside, heard a bah, and gotten a fucking shiver up my spine. You know what I mean? I've never checked my breath when I've seen some goats, fucking clang their little bell as I walk by. Having said that, I think it would be easier to not have. Also, this would drive a man crazy. Everyone in your life thinks you fucked something that you didn't. Let's take the fucking aspect away. If everyone in my life told me I had blue eyes, but I could see that they were brown, it would fucking drive me crazy, right? So, I think your only opportunity to maintain mental sanity is to fuck that goat. And look, maybe you can shave the goat's pussy? Can you put lipstick on the goat? I'm fucking the goat, pal. I'm fucking the goat. I'm shaving it. I'm waxing it. I'm giving it a Brazilian. And I'm just going to town. I might do more than what. Now you said 50 strokes. What if I bust so fast? That's a good question. Does that not count because I came too fast? Now I gotta fuck the goat again? Or the other problem with this is, what if I find out a deep, dark secret about myself that I love goat pussy, and now I'm just fucking now I'm quitting comedy and I'm opening up a farm. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just getting nothing but goat pussy left and right. Having said all that, I still opt to fuck the goat. I don't think that would be my issue. And I think I would make sure it hasn't eaten any tin. Although I guess I'm not fucking it in the ass. I'm fucking it in the pussy. But that's the other. Goats eat tin cans. So if you fuck the goat in the ass, maybe it slices your cock off. It's a fraught situation to be sure. However, I'm still gonna end up. I'm gonna go ahead and fuck the goat. What's the results in the chat? Fuck the goat won the poll, 82.6% of the vote. Very nice. We're all on the same page, and that's what I love about this community that we've built together.
I'm calling again about my friend who got cheated on by his girl with his bully. Despite our best efforts, we couldn't keep him away, and he got back together with the dumb bitch.
No.
So I'm asking this week, what would be the most efficient way to destroy this relationship? So probably be better for him to break up with her, because every time she's broken up with him, he's come crawling back. So that's my question. How do we get this relationship over? He needs to be away from her. But for some reason, he keeps calling back, so we need to get him to break up with her. And unfortunately, getting the bully to fuck her again is out of the question. We already tried, and he said he wouldn't. Because he said she looks like a pumpkin. So that's my question this week. Much appreciated.
You tried.
Of the show. Later.
You tried to recuck your friend. He's fucked. I mean, there's no other way around it. What's up with this guy? Is he ugly? Does he have self-esteem issues? I respect you though for being a good friend and trying to get him double cucked, hoping it would stop him. Here's the problem though. It's never going to work this way. You're just feeding. It's clearly this is not going to work. He's not going to do it. He can't be negative reinforcement. He's a little masochist. On some level, he's getting off on being humiliated by her over and over again. Unless I think last week I hypothesized that the pussy or the top was top notch. That could also be an issue here. You're gonna have to build your mans up, dude. That's the thing. You can't betray him out of this pussy. You can't hurt him out of this pussy. You have to build him up to have him escape this pussy this pussy prison that he's in. This pumpkin pussy prison. PPP. You got to build your boy up. Okay? Clearly he's got self-esteem issues. Clearly he doesn't think he can do better. Something is going on again, or the top is tremendo. So you got to start fucking you got to improve this man. Okay? He's got to see that a better life is possible. Start reading to him like a story. He sounds stupid. Start reading to him, picture books at night. Get his literacy up. Start with some fucking Dr. Seuss shit. Maybe some Harry Potter stuff. All the way to the smartest book I can think of, which is, I don't know. I'm not a big books guy. I've been reading the biography of Kobe Bryant for 3 months now. Since quarantine started, I'm still halfway through, and I love basketball. Make him smarter. You got to get him to work out with your boy, get him jacked. The only way he will leave this woman is if he thinks better things are possible. Right now he doesn't believe it. So, get him experimental cock lengthening surgery. Knock him out. Take him to fucking Mexico. Let some guy put some kind of HGH in his dick. Put stem cells in his cock and hope it grows. Do whatever you can to make him think a better life is possible, and that's the only way he will be free.
Hey, what up? This is Gabriel from Tennessee, and I'm just calling back because I went on that date, and it went great, and we're already planning on going on another one.
Yes!
So I just wanted to thank you for your advice,
you,
and
Gabe.
if I ever have any more things to ask you, Thanks, you've been a real big help.
Thank you, Gabe.
And
I love you, my son.
If anything else happens, thanks a lot.
I love you, Gabe. Shouts out to Gabe. Let's give him another sax riff. When Gabe comes, we all come.
It's Van from Louisiana, a.k.a. Bad Boy Son number 1, the lover of eating pussies. What's going on, man? I wanted to say this week, to give you results Right after I was watching last week the live broadcast, my boy with the pregnant girlfriend,
Yes.
he gave me a call, and your advice really motivated me. And we had like just a good conversation, a good talk about,
That's
you
what I
know,
like
what's
to
going
hear.
on with him, his feelings, and his plan. And, you know, it felt good. I mean, the motherfucker has a plan. So, you know, talk
That's
to your
great.
friends. That's pretty
Yes.
much your advice. I took it. It worked out. I'm happy for my boy. So
I
listen
love
to
my
Stavros,
sons.
y'all. Also, definitely ate that flat-chested chick's pussy really good.
Okay, we got to start
Just
working
kidding.
on that.
I'm still alone. It's in quarantine, bro. All right, Stavros. Thanks, man.
I love you, my little bad boy son. My two boys, Gabe and I forgot what was his name. Ralph, do you remember? You know what? His name's Scooter.
Hey, Stavros. It's Van from Louisiana.
Oh, I was right. It's a method of transportation. Anyway, Van is Scooter. I got Scooter and Gabe. My two beautiful sons, and that's right. Communication's key. I can't tell you how many times I've been worried about something or mad about something, and I just talk to the person. And maybe it doesn't seem like there's a solution, but just the fact that you got it out there, you see how they react to what you say. You see that they accept what you say, and even if they don't agree with you ultimately, the fact that they even gave it a thought, that you were heard, matters big time. So shouts out to my boys Gabe and Scooter. For being beautiful, my beautiful sons, and learning step by step.
Dick Bangs in winter, calling back at your request. All right. First of all, I hope you're doing well. You look mad cute. I saw this is what a real gentleman should look like.
Thank you.
And you were up there. That was good. That meme. All right. So me and my girlfriend, she gives me head all the time and doesn't let me have sex with her.
Yes.
We've been
What
together
happened
for
here?
3 years. We've had sex. We still have sex like once or twice a week, but like every time we're like hooking up or anything and we go to have sex, she's like, let me just blow you.
I see.
And that's where my trouble is. And I go down on her, you know, as much as she lets me. I feel like I'm doing a good job.
Yeah.
Nothing has like changed in quarantine. I'm dieting better. I feel like my dick's hotter than ever. That should be a good thing. It's not, I don't have a dick to talk about. I don't have a big dick. I don't have a small dick. I'm like fucking everyone else. I got a normal sized dick.
Yep.
And her pussy's fine too. I think she just fucking likes to give head.
Yeah.
Which I suppose isn't a big fucking problem at the end of the day, but
boo-hoo.
I'm fucking confused as fuck. Is it getting to the point where I have to ask her, like, what's going on here? Is there a good way to do that?
Yeah.
Am I just a fucking idiot? Do I suck? Should I go fuck my dad? I don't know. Goodbye.
Maybe fuck your dad, but you're not an idiot. You don't suck. See, brother? So, okay, you fuck about once a week, but here's the other reality. Some people don't like to fuck that much. She could take some pride in sucking dick, but it also could have developed as like a defense mechanism against getting plowed. Maybe she's got a sensitive pussy. You know what I mean? Maybe she doesn't like it that much. Some people don't like it that much. Some people love it. Some people don't even want head. They just want to get right to fucking. I have a couple friends that are like that. I've met a couple girls that are like that too. She might, you know, on the Kinsey scale of head to getting stuffed, if it's, you know, she's a 5 or whatever. The point is, on the spectrum of head to stuffed, she might be all the way on giving and getting head. She might not like getting stuffed that much. But ultimately, the answer is what you said. Should I talk to her about it? Yes. And in fact, most of these calls, if I'm being totally honest with you motherfuckers, and in my own life, whenever I have a problem, almost every problem boils down to I should talk to the person that I'm harboring either resentment or letting this cycle around in my head. You know, I'm letting the situation spiral. This shit is living rent motherfucking free in my head, to use a Twitter, you know, Twitterism, to use a phrase that has, you know, been stolen, that it was cool at first, but then has been stolen by, you know, white people that say y'all but aren't from the South. You're letting that shit run wild, and it's fucking with you. It's making you think your average ass dick, there's something wrong with it. My guess is there's nothing wrong. You're gonna talk to your girl, and she'll be like, oh, this might even be a misunderstanding. She might even be like, I thought you loved head, and you're like, but I do, but I want to stuff. I want to get inside that fucking pussy every once in a while. So just talk to her about it, Poppy. But yeah, thank you for clarifying because I was confused. You made it sound like you never had sex with her before. Let's hit me with the fucking next one. And thank you for the donations coming in, folks. I love that. We're already at 13 hundo.
It's me from last week with the tracksuit. You told me to divorce my wife over the tracksuit she bought me and wouldn't let me wear. Well,
Yes.
Guess what? She was watching the Twitch stream with me because I told her about it. And she was like, I didn't realize how much that meant to you. So guess what I'm wearing right now, bitch. So thank you very much, brother. Much love. Peace up. Bless up. Thanks. Later. Bye.
Hell yes. I love that, dude. This is good. I would have preferred you talk to her personally, but if I can do your dirty work, I'm happy to do that for my friends that call in. So, I love that you're wearing it right now, and I love that she figured it out. She understood what the love of the tracksuit was.
I got a problem. I play a lot of 2K. I'm a big basketball fan. I like the pod online. Big fan.
Thank you, brother.
I just pulled a Michael Porter Jr. Galaxy Opal card, but the issue is, that's my girlfriend's ex-boyfriend. She doesn't know yet. What do I do? Do I put it in my starting lineup? Do I even let him touch the court?
No.
I don't know. Help me.
You can't. You got to get rid of that fucking card. Michael Porter Jr. You have a digital avatar of the man who fucked your girlfriend. Also, the thing about Michael Porter Jr. is he actually tweeted. He said he tweeted in support of the cops following this, which is crazy. So yeah, you can't. You gotta get rid of him for both your sake. You're just gonna be thinking about your girlfriend getting and listen, I'm not saying. Obviously, let's be adults here. All our exes, all our current, the people we're dating have dated other people, right? Having said that, you don't have to see them constantly, and you would have to play. You'd be rooting for him. You gotta. I don't know if you can trade the card. I haven't played I just play with my friends. I don't know what the cards and shit are, but you can't do that. You cannot do that. Imagine, dude. Imagine if, imagine if your girlfriend had dated fucking, I don't know, James Franco. Now you can't watch Pineapple Express. You can't be thrown on Pineapple Express because you got it for free. You know what I'm saying? So, no. Get out of there, man. What a time to be alive. The man that fucked your girl is your main character in a video game. Yeah, Mario fucked my bitch.
Noticed over the past 10 days or so, dating apps getting out of control, man. The thirst is absolutely real.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to know your advice, particularly regarding how you wine and dine a chick without getting her to come to your place. I know this sounds weird, but I can't have anybody at my place. So how do I get
quarantine
a nut and not, wine and dine a chick? I'll hang up and listen.
I'm sorry. So are you talking in quarantine or are you talking in general? What kind of hovel do you live in? What kind of shanty do you live in where you can't even bear to bring a woman back to your place? You gotta work on your personality, dude. I fucked a girl in a temporary little room. That was just a room in a living room. Unless you live with your parents. What's going on here? There's something mysterious about you. So, you want to wine them and dine them, but not at your place. Are you trying to fuck at your place? Is this a quarantine question, or are you just saying, my fucking house sucks so much dick? There's roaches and shit. Also, it feels like this man has dirty long hair. Isn't that what it felt like from his voice? And a goatee. Do you live with your hacky sack team from community college? Did 5 of you get a 3-bedroom together and you rock paper scissors for who gets the bed and you all share the sheets? fucking picnic, bro. That's cute as fuck. Show up with a fucking bike with a little basket, have a little baguette like you're French in the front, get a little charcuterie board going. Drink some fucking Mad Dog 2020 or better wine, whatever you want, out of a brown paper bag. That's an adorable little fucking excursion. And you're saying, I guess, because because restaurants aren't open right now, you gotta go fucking picnic, brother. Or how about this? You really want to impress her? You you invite her to a park, and here's how you serve the food. Nude sushi. You're the nude guy. You get fully naked, shave your whole body, put fucking tuna rolls to cover your little prick. Then she eats them off. She's like, I don't know if I can finish. She's like, are you sure? Just one more, and then you slingshot her a piece of sushi with your hard penis.
Long-time listener, first-time caller. I don't have any relationship problems. I'm happily married to my beautiful Albanian wife.
Uh-oh.
So the main question I have is a cultural one. Where are the best Greek and Albanian restaurants and delis in the 5 boroughs? Because we've tried some Greek stuff. We've tried to find some decent Albanian places, and kind of slim pickings out here.
Yeah.
So, Thalamandarit, my man. Love the show. Love what you're doing. And all cops are bastards. Love you.
That's
Bye.
Right. ACAB. Yeah, this is tough. That can be, having an Albanian wife can be brutal. There are cultural differences, She keeps trying to spray vinegar in every Jew's face that comes across their doorway. It's an old Albanian belief. That's how you keep them away. A circle of vinegar around your garden will keep the Jews away. In all seriousness, though, the Bronx actually has a lot of good Albanian food. There's a place actually in Queens that I've never been to that serves burek, which apparently is some of their shit. But I gotta be honest with you, brother. If you're talking about Mediterranean Greek, and you know what, this pains me. This breaks my heart. 2 of the best restaurants in Astoria, or 2 of the most well-regarded anyway, are Greek restaurants that are owned by Albanians. So if you want to take your wife out to have a nice time and let her feel superior to Greeks for a change, take her to Taverna Kyklades, which is, I think, overrated personally. It's the one everyone says is the best one of all time, and I think it's fine. My personal favorite is probably Gregory's 26 on Ditmars. I just like the vibes in there. And BZ Grill, my favorite fucking gyro spot in America, owned by Albanians, and that's a real heartbreaker. But salute to you.
How do I break things off with this girl I've been fucking during quarantine? Like, I can't tell her I'm busy or have other plans because she knows I don't have any plans. Like, no one does. Also, her pussy bleeds every time we fuck, and she says it's because my dick is too big. And then she acts like she's mad about it. Why can't women let men have a good thing? Thank you, Stav.
I don't know. Is that the case every time? How big is your penis? Are you just throwing around your little dick sideways, trying to hurt her? She acts mad about it. You've been fucking her during quarantine? How? Yeah, I mean, the easy answer here is tell her you have coronavirus. Easy. But then she's going to be like, should I get tested? You should be like, no. But you know what? I don't really support this question. Not only are you having sex, you snuck in that you have a big penis. And philosophically, you know what? I take back all my advice and I can't help you.
My name is D. I'm 33, bars from New York, and I have never smashed. I've never clapped cheek. I'm a big boy like you. I'm not bad looking. I can talk. I got a good, stable job. But how do I go from making her laugh, having a good time, to eye of the tiger, letting her know that I'm ready to grab a tit? Because I don't know what to do. Help me out, bro. Peace.
Sorry, I missed the last half of that question because I was mad about that man both having sex and having a giant penis. I was still pissed that he had to sneak that in there. This woman who probably is invested in him emotionally, even though he's just trying to get his large hog lazily sucked. What was D's question? That's a tough situation for sure. You sound like a cute kid. Is there something you're worried about? Are you worried your penis is too small? That's a possibility. You might have to start. Clearly, this is built up. You have a mental block here, right? You're getting nervous because it's like it hasn't happened. So every time you get close, and nerves, nothing makes a woman not want to fuck you more than sweaty ass palms. And you're 33, so it's like you can't really be do the whole thing everyone does when they haven't lost their virginity in like college, just get drunk and hope something happens. That would be fucking weird. You're 33, drunk as shit, trying to get some, nurse, some RN, plastered, some nurse practitioners had a hard day at work, trying to get her absolutely fucked up on a Thursday night so you can slip your little penis inside of her. You're gonna have to listen. You might just have to fucking smash one way or another. And what I mean by that is maybe think about some sex workers. You know what I'm saying? You got to this is mental right now. Or you might have to start you might kind of have to just date somebody. Go on some fucking dates over time. An old-fashioned courtship where you can ease into whipping your little prick out. A little smooching. Maybe you need to find a bit of a prude of a woman, because you are a prude because of how scared you are. Or not a prude, just somebody who doesn't want to rush into getting stuffed. Little 40-year-old virgin style. You ever see the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin? So I think you need to go on some dates, let your strengths, talking, being a nice guy, go for a nice dinner. You're a little plus-size man. I know you got some nice fucking dinner racks. Wine them and dine them. It doesn't have to be a picnic like that homeless man who's trying to get pussy called in earlier. Just fucking, you're going to have to just do some dates, take it slow, and you will fuck. But you can't get in your own way. I know the nerves. I understand that, but you just have to start dating a bunch, go on some cute dates, smooch, and then listen. You might be worried about your penis. Maybe it's small. I had that worry as a young man. Take some Blue Chew. Make sure your dick's popping. You might be worried you're not going to get hard. So keep a dick pill on deck. Take one the morning of a date, just in case. Have another one in your back pocket to turbocharge your penis. All right? The day of the date, go on a nice little walk. Get your circulation going. Make sure your cock works. Get all the mental stuff out of the way. Start meditating, and you will get pussy.
Hey, Stav, it's Ben. Where did it go wrong for my fucking Philadelphia 76ers? Thanks.
All right. I got you, brother. I would say check out Pod Don't Lie. That's my basketball podcast with my good buddy Sam Morrell. We actually talked about the Sixers on this week's Patreon episode, patreon.com/Pod Don't Lie. I will say Elton Brand. Quickly, though, for the people that aren't basketball fans, I'll just keep it brief. I think Elton Brand really designed a team that was meant to slow it down in the playoffs. It was meant to be a matchup nightmare for Boston and guard Giannis. That's why you sign Al Horford. And it's got to work this year. They were fucked like a lot of they might be as fucked as any team because of the pandemic, because this was the year we were going to find out if it's going to work. They're a team built for the playoffs, very simply. They're a team that's meant to play defense and slow it down. And even though they haven't looked that great on defense this, in the regular season, the hope would be that they could be a flip the switch team. Even though no one on that team has really been in the playoffs in a major way, other than I guess Horford, and I don't know what he's really won. So this was going to be the year where you found it out, but it still could happen. It sucks for them because they also had the best home court. I believe they had the best home court record in the league, so they get fucked with no home court advantage in the playoffs, although they probably would have been, what are they, a 5 seed, 6 seed? So it's not like they would have had that many home games anyway. But, all right, fuck the Sixers. Simmons is useless in the postseason without a shot, never going to work with Embiid. They're trying to build two different teams. I don't know, they're still so very good, though. Damn, now I want to talk basketball. Check out Pod Don't Lie, guys. I talk a lot of basketball on that with Sammy. So please listen to that one.
Stav, my name is McKenna, and I'm a come town babe because my boyfriend listens to you guys.
Okay.
Anyway, I was wondering if you could give me $50,000 for nursing school. In exchange, I could show you my boobs, and they do look like a very famous celebrity's boobs. But I won't tell you whose boobs that they look like
for some titties?
unless we talk. Anyway,
I will give you 50 cents.
give me a call back. I just got accepted to nursing school, so I'm going to be a BSN RN, and I'm trying to find a way to pay for it. My area code is 556. Oh. Okay, bye.
No. This man thinks he just got doxxed. Yeah, I can't give up 50K. I don't have 50K to give away like that. All right. But I will take a look at your titties if you'd like me to. I can appraise their worth. So, I will not call you, but please go ahead and DM me a picture of your breasts.
A few months ago, I went through probably one of the worst breakups of my life, and I have recently got to the point where I can beat off to her without getting sad anymore. So I have a question for you. I live in Arizona, and the quarantine is slowly being lifted here, and I'm looking for some creative ways to cruise for pussy. I know I can go to the gym or wherever the fuck to get pussy, but like, what are some ideas that you have for some more creative venues to get myself some fucking pussy?
Okay.
Thanks, BB.
Creative venues to get myself some pussy. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, god damn, shouts out. Another fucking donation. Another fat cock donation. Alright. What was I gonna say here? Sorry. A lot going on this stream. What I will say is during quarantine, although I guess Arizona's pretty open. Like, they're even doing stand-up, which is so crazy to me. I think what you got to do is take advantage of this, everyone being horny over the apps. You got to set something up. I don't think there's going to be that much cruising. You think people are going to be out? I think this is a golden age of getting someone to come directly to your apartment. And I think you would be a fool not to try and take advantage of that. Also, I know you're jacking off to her without getting sad, but that sadness is still somewhere deep inside of you. The nut is not worth it, brother. Stop jacking off to her. You won't truly be free until you stop jacking off to her. Phoenix. I've enjoyed my time there. What type of bitches they got over in Phoenix? I think you're just gonna have to put in a nice little fucking. You gotta set some stuff up over the internet. Don't be going out. Don't be going out into crowds to get pussy. Although I do feel like people out and about will be a little hornier. But are you hot enough to attempt to fuck a stranger in the middle of a pandemic? Just get out there, start swiping your little fucking thumbs off, and stop jacking off to her.
Real quick, I just updated the donation goal, so it's 5,000 with the 1,500 included that you're putting in. So that's why the number changed. But we did get a couple more donations.
All right, let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. Let's solve these motherfuckers. Question. They solve these motherfucking problems.
So this is George from Ottawa, Ontario. Loved you last year when you came here with the Cumboys. My question is, how do you deal with being left on read and being ghosted? My anxiety is up the fucking wall, and I'm afraid that if I talk to friends about this, because this person is also mutual, we have mutual friends between this person and I'm afraid of being vulnerable and being needy to my other friends who bring this issue up.
Yeah.
How do I deal with this? Thank you.
Georgie, my boy, my Ottawa soldier. First of all, I love your fucking voice, dude. You sound wise beyond your years. It sounds like you should be doling out fucking advice. It sounds like you should be on the edge of a mountain about to tell me about the journey I'm about to go on. And there will be hard parts, but there will be good parts as well. How do you deal with being left on red and getting ignored, basically getting ghosted? Bro, that's just an L. You're gonna have to take that, and you'll be stronger for it. It's just like getting, it's like it just has to fucking, it's like an armor that grows. You just got fucking slashed. Well, now your shit's all scarred up. You're a badass. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say it's like getting pissed in the face, but it's not. You don't develop a tolerance for getting pissed on, so that's not a good analogy. But yeah, the hardest thing is And you know the two are linked, right? Being afraid of being vulnerable with your friend also makes it so that getting ghosted and being left on red hurts you even more, because what you're scared of is being embarrassed, right? You just gotta let that go. You know, it's something that I struggle with sometimes too. That's still, I mean, that as a youth, as a man with an even fuller head of hair in my 20s, I struggle with that. I didn't want to be embarrassed. I didn't want to feel bad. But listen, some people are dumb bitches. Even hot ones that you spend nice times with. You can have a couple nice months with somebody, and they can turn out to be a dumb bitch. All right, but it was still a good experience. You got your little Pricadoro sucked. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you split a pistachio ice cream cone with her. You had some good times out of it. They will still hurt you. They will stab you. Some people are demons, and they were put on this earth to suck you off and make you feel like a piece of shit. Ultimately, that's okay though. Okay, it's gonna happen. Maybe they don't even suck you off. Maybe they just lead you on. It's some fucking trite shit. But the more, you know, what does not kill you make you stronger type shit is true of getting ghosted and taking L's. You should be out there trying to take L's. The second part of your question was telling friends because this person is a mutual friend. I get that. I understand feeling weird about talking to them about it. You know, you don't want to sound like a fucking crybaby or whatever. But you got to get part of that. You got to get rid of, right? But also, if you don't want to just complicate things overall in the friend group, maybe you got to lean on some friends outside of that group. You know, that can be, you know, the old adage, you don't shit where you eat type of stuff. You take that risk trying to suck off a friend of a friend. It didn't work for you. Take the L. Be stronger for the next one. The next L won't even fucking phase you. Maybe it will a little bit, but in a couple L's from now, you and that fucking deep voice won't even care. You'll find some woman that wants you to hum on her clit with that bass. She'll want you to just fucking put your Adam's apple on her clit and hum. You'll find somebody that takes advantage of that fucking baritone, Georgie. I believe in you.
I'm not gonna reveal my name because it's kind of a weird question. Hopefully you have like a woman perspective on the show this week, and you take this call. But I am into golden showers, and I need to figure out how to ask a woman that I'm seeing if she could do this for me. I do have like one girl in particular in my life that we kind of dabble in these things, but this isn't something I can consistently do. I'm just saying, like, it's difficult to ask a woman to do this because it's kind of weird. Yeah. And I'm hoping that you have a female perspective on that would be able to assist me with trying to ask this weird ass question. Anyways, sorry that was super long. Have a good one. Later.
That's okay, brother. I'm sorry that you were molested in a public restroom. I'm sorry the first time you saw a naked woman was a Playboy falling out of your buddy's backpack in high school, and then the second you saw tits, some of your own piss backsplashed onto your face, and now for the rest of your life, this is the only way you can fully blast. I'm sorry I don't have the female perspective here for you today, but I will say, you could be direct. You could tell her, look, I'm into this. What are you into? What are you into? Yeah, oh, you're actually into choking? That's crazy. Why don't you piss on me? Or you could give her a diuretic. You could and feed her brewskis all day. Get her drunk as shit. And then you could be like, oh yeah, and here's the thing, you have to destroy the toilet in your place. And you have to be like, oh yeah, I actually have an old-fashioned toilet. It looks a lot like a bathtub. Let me go get it ready for you. And then you lay down there. This is a convoluted plan. You would need to have a layer exactly like your bathtub. over top of it. Some white marble, some formica, something with your face cut out, and then you paint your face white. And then you lay out, you're like, let me show you the bathroom. And then there's no toilet, so she has to piss in the tub. But you're actually underneath the tub in the little piss container you've created. Okay, you lay a replica of the bottom of the floor, but your face is cut out, but your face is painted the same exact color. You take whatever color your bathtub is, you take it to Sherwin-Williams, you have them color match it, which is a technology they had when I worked there. You paint your face that color, she pisses all over it, you're good to go. So I say either do that or just have a real conversation with her and be like, I need you to piss on me. You just have to bring it up, brother. And you do a little sexual bargaining, ask her what she's into. The nice thing is you want to get pissed on her, it sounds like. Or you want to get pissed on by her, if I understood your call correctly. If that's the case, it's a much easier sell than pissing on somebody. But even that, I feel like a lot of girls would probably, there's a lot of people really into degradation. I think you can getting someone to piss, getting me to piss on someone is I'm so much quicker at it than getting pissed on. Personally, so I think you'll be okay.
Fellow cute chubby fat guy here.
Respect.
Only problem is lately I've been having problems finding clothes because any clothes that are my size, 2XLT,
yes,
looks like it's some shit for nerds, and I don't like it, and I just want to find some fucking cute Hawaiian-y type shirts again. So if you could direct me to anywhere that would have that would be fucking great. I appreciate it. Goodbye.
Well, brother, look, there comes a time in any fat man's life when they have to take a look in the mirror and they have to say to themselves, do I belong in regular stores? Okay? Is it time for me to transfer to the big and tall? I've dipped my toes in the big and tall, and I have to be honest with you, a lot of selection just was not for me. I straddle the line. If I gain a couple more pounds, I straddle regular clothes. It's a scavenger hunt in a regular store, but I'm in there, brother. Okay, I'm staying in a regular store. A big and tall will have more selection. I love that 2XLT, which is 2XL tall. I'm gonna go ahead and guess you are 5'8" at maximum. So it's not really tall, is it? It's 2XL extra fabric to fit over my cute little round belly. Personally, I go to any establishment, any fast casual establishment, and just check out what their button downs are looking like. You know what I'm saying? Different places will fit your body. Go to fucking Target. Go to fucking Old Navy. Go to fucking. You want to hit up fucking, Marshalls. But understand, it's gonna be a battle to find something to fit that rotund little frame. If you don't want to take the plunge at the big and tall, Big and tall is nice though, because the big and tall, the one part that's nice about it is that it's all fat guys with hot wives. Because it's all fat guys or girlfriends, it's all fat guys whose significant other wants them to stop wearing sweatpants all the time. So you can see a life that's a better life for you. You go in there, you see a guy just as sloppy as you, titties hanging out all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Cute, just as cute as you. He's got a nice girl with brown hair and a cardigan, telling him, I think we should try the 48 pants. And you can see the love she has in his eyes, despite how gigantic his stomach is, right? Despite how hard it is for her to find his penis, unless she's having a good dick day. So go in there, find more. You'll find more selection, and you'll also see that maybe I can bag a woman whose father was fat. So that would be my advice to you, brother.
My question is, I'm a recovering alcoholic, but starting to microdose mushrooms. I think it might help me be more creative and energetic in my life. What do you think about that? Thanks. Bye.
Okay, I think it's not a bad idea. It's not the worst idea I've ever heard in my life, because mushrooms and alcohol are so different. Having said that, I would, I know a lot of alcoholics, right? I know comedy half of my friends are recovering alcoholics. Some people can't even fucking touch anything, right? Some people, maybe some people that were a guest on this show last week, can't even get a whiff of hand sanitizer without possibly starting to suck off men in, airplane bathrooms, right? Other of my alcoholic friends are fucking stoned 24/7, but they don't touch any booze. Has it been long enough for you to start experimenting with drugs? I say you got to give yourself some time. But if it's been a while, give it a whirl. Microdose though. But if you start feeling it getting like, oh, maybe I should regular dose, and then you're doing mushrooms every fucking week because it's taking the place of booze, then you're you're back at the slippery slope. So I would say if it's been some time and you feel comfortable, yeah, I think a mushroom is a much safer thing to try, than a drink certainly, or even other drugs. I mean, they're not. It's kind of hard to do mushrooms constantly, unless you want to fry your brain. You'd be a weird guy to be a mushrooms guy. So give it a whirl, unless it hasn't been long enough. You know what I'm saying?
Had a question about doing stuff with a girl through FaceTime or camera. The girl I've been seeing for the past year, like 6 months, and also during quarantine. She just went home for a couple months to get away from New York, and trying to get into like
what's up?
That's it. It just ends there.
I was too scared to finish my call. Jack off. Pull that little uncircumcised some shade of brown penis out and let her see it. Get the right angles. But I don't know I don't know what your full question was going to be.
I have a sort of general question about when you're seeing somebody new and you start to realize maybe you don't see eye to eye on certain things. I'm seeing this girl and getting to know her a bit, and she's very sweet. Like, I enjoy her company and all that, but I'm starting to notice that I don't really like hearing her talk about most things, which is unfortunate because, the head game is on point. It's like some of the sloppiest top I've ever received in my life.
This is the most low... Oh, finish.
But then she starts talking about Hamilton, the musical, how much she loves it. She campaigned for Elizabeth Warren. Just things like that. Like, not super egregious. Like, she's not a Nazi or anything. But I just want her to shut her mouth.
This guy's... Okay.
Do you think that's like sort of an
This is the most low-T misogynist I've ever heard in my life. The head game was crazy. This man has anemia. Fuck these hoes. I don't trust these bitches. The head game's crazy. He just falls asleep because he has an iron deficiency. Imagine being too boring for this Eeyore-ass motherfucker. And the other problem is she's much stronger than me. I'd like to break up with her, but who am I going to have open all the jars in my apartment and open the seltzers? Sometimes a LaCroix can is too much for me. The top is unbelievable. Fucking loser.
So I bag a chick. I get her back home to my place or to her place, whatever, it doesn't matter. And we get down with the get down. And, I head downtown and that shit stinks.
Oh, my God.
I mean, not just stinks a little bit. I'm talking burning the hairs out of my fucking nostrils. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Grab my pants and run for my life? Do I try to politely tell her that, goddamn bitch, your shit smells like a fisherman's wharf?
For this guy as well. These guys are hysterical. I like to think that the two guys that just called are two Just they're hanging out. Just two stinks. Just telling each other to look good in their fedoras and vest combos. Yeah, man, if that bitch's pussy stinks, you gotta kick her to the curb. That's what I'm saying. Her pussy stinks. What are you, a child, man? Come on, get in there. Eat some fucking. What are you? Just. What does your dick smell like? Not bad, not good. I can tell you that much. Between the two, if we merge those two guys, they would be one loser who talks the appropriate volume. It would not be cool. Let me make that clear. Some people can have a wildly stinky pussy. Some people can have a wildly stinky penis. You know? I don't know. That might have been a defense mechanism. Maybe her pussy emits that kind of stench when she sees a guy who has a soul patch that goes beyond his chin, which is how I guess your facial hair is. With a bowler hat. You get her back to her, maybe she admitted that because she saw that your V for Vendetta poster and her pussy was trying to stop you from having sex with her. But in reality, I don't know, just ask her to fucking wash her pussy, maybe. If somebody asks you to wash your dick, I'm doing that in a heartbeat. I hope you're enjoying the stream. We've done a great job raising money so far. We're up to $3,260 with my contributions. Trying to do a little good with the stupidest show of all time, which this is probably one of the stupidest shows of all time. I'd like to go from telling a guy to get that his soul patch caused a woman's pussy to stink straight into trying to raise money for a good cause.
My parents got divorced a few years ago, and I've been renting with my dad since then. I opened up to him earlier this year about the fact that I was abused and molested by my mom when I was growing up.
Damn.
And yeah, he went and told my mom behind my back, and now my mom is threatening to blackmail me, and yeah, generally being an abusive piece of shit. Am I insane with thinking I now need to cut both of them like totally out of my life? And yeah, if that is the case, do you have any advice for like making it on your own or like how to handle shit without having a family? Thanks.
Damn, brother. I'm sorry to hear that. Fuck. Your dad is a real dumb piece of shit. And your mom, truly a fucking monster. You know, some dumb girl boss feminist is like, yes, even women can molest little boys. It's not just we all hear about Dan Schneider. Well, this girl boss molested 400 Australian boys, one of whom was her son. Fuck her, dude. Obviously, your mom. First of all, fuck your mom. She's out for good. No question about it. Blackmail you, that's insane that she would fucking... What the fuck could she even blackmail? I mean, fuck her. Doesn't matter, right? Definitely got to cut her out of your life. For sure, 100%. Your dad truly is getting a serious dumb bitch award for this one. What the fuck was he thinking telling your mom? He's the one that I don't know that you necessarily have to. I mean, if you think he's a redeemable motherfucker, if you think he is somebody, if he apologized to you, if he recognizes what he did wrong, betraying your trust, and he wants to work to repair your relationship, then you can keep him around. But he's got to really, you shouldn't even have to meet this motherfucker halfway. He's got to be basically trying desperately to get back in your life. Otherwise, you know, he completely betrayed your trust and he's not somebody you need. In terms of making it on your own, you know, trying to get by without like a family support structure, that's a hard one, you know. I've talked about it a little bit, but I had a falling out with my father. I'm very lucky that I have a good relationship with the rest of my family. You know, since then it's helped. I don't know if you have any siblings, but I also have a group of friends that I've known since I was a little kid, right? Like I have these people in my life that are take the place of family, even though we're not related, right? I think that's huge. I think it's huge for you to find that kind of community. The people you want to spend, you know, holidays with, Find that group of people. Who do you like? Who do you feel the most yourself around? Who do you feel the most comfortable around? And just the people you want to kick it with, bro. I have friends of mine that I can't wait. Honestly, sometimes I think like, damn, it's going to be awesome when these people have kids. Those lame family hangouts I had to go to when I was a little kid and, you know, my family doesn't really like each other. It's all this tension. I want to have the better version of that with my brothers, but also my best friends. And we will start a new family with, you know, with our, you know, as adults, you get to choose the kind of family you're around. So on some level, it's very sad, right? Obviously. And sometimes that sadness doesn't go away. And I know people who come from similar backgrounds to you, actually, who have had an abusive parent and who have the other parent who was almost, you know, they almost like supported that, or they, what's the word I'm fucking looking for? In some smart way, they cover for that, the abusive parent. And they have a fucked up relationship, and these people have had to cut their family. I have a couple friends in that situation, and it's sad, right? Like, it is sad. On some level, it'll be sad, but the more you invest in those other relationships, the better you'll be. And the sadness will fade, and it won't get as sad when you have that support structure. So I'm sorry you went through that, my brother. Get out there. You can do it, though. I don't know. It's tough because you might be young, but you have an old, distinguished Australian voice. So I don't know how old you actually are. But you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right, big dog. Go out there. Go out there and get heaps pussy or heaps dick. Whatever you prefer. I hope you get heaps of it. 5 buckaroonies away from 35. Oh, we got it, baby. Hell yeah.
Gotta have them ribs.
Oh, wait.
And pussy, too.
That's the wrong one. I meant to do this one. $12 days.
This is Francesca. So my boyfriend watches your show while he's working, and I hear him laughing all the time. So I checked it out yesterday, actually, and I think you're just great. Anyway, here's the situation. I want to watch my boyfriend jack off because I think it'd be really hot. And our sex life in quarantine has been pretty good, like as far as sex with hetero white dudes is concerned.
Mhm.
But whenever I bring up the idea of letting me watch him jack off, he just starts laughing. It makes me question if I'll ever get my wish. And I'm just wondering why you guys think that jacking off is so funny. I know he jacks off. He goes into the bedroom to do it in private.
Yeah.
So why can't he do it in front of me?
I'm with
I'm
you.
hot. I don't get it. Thanks.
I respect it. On some level, I respect this man. He's like, babe, some things are private. Some things are sacred. I need to beat off. I cannot believe that this is an issue because I love getting jacked. I honestly, I don't love it, but I have jacked off in front of plenty of women. Is that because maybe my dick hasn't gotten super hard every time I've had sex? And we've kind of settled on jacking off while feeling a titty and getting my neck kissed? Maybe. I don't know why he would find it so funny, though. I think at some point. But you know what? You're gonna have to bring the heat and give it. You're gonna have to offer something up to the table. But it sounds like you're down for pretty much whatever. It sounds like whatever he wants to do, you basically let him do. Let's see here. How can you trick this man? You could just be a peeping tomstress. You know what I'm saying? You could watch him jack off. You get in the tree with binoculars and watch him jack off. I love that this man excuses himself and just jacks off in another room. I'm with you though. That does sound hot. Just jacking off, having a hot girl watch you jack. That my favorite part of threesomes is fucking a girl and a different girl watches you. That is maron. I don't want to go to like a full sex party. I don't want there to be a ton of dudes, but it is nice to have a girl watch you jack off or have sex. So I don't see where this guy's coming from. Damn, I have been wildly horny also towards the end of quarantine now. Now your boy's maybe thinking about having sex with a woman. Do I need to take a break? A quick little break? I gotta be honest, it's getting close. I'm checking my watch and it's getting close to break quarantine to get pussy o'clock. I wish it wasn't, but I'm the fucking rabbit from Alice in Wonderland right now, dude. I'm flustered, no pants, with the clock, trying to get pussy. And to be clear, I was not thinking about another man jacking off. I was thinking about a woman watching me jack off. Okay? To be very clear to everyone watching. I can't believe he laughed at you, but you just have to barter to watch him jack off sexually. Does he like to watch you jack off? I like to watch a girl jack off too. So, I don't know here. Toots, you're on your own.
I'm about to graduate high school, and I do not know what I want to do or even if I want to go to college. But I have no real passion, and I have a ton of experience in politics, but I really don't want to do politics. Should I go to college for political science just to get into a good school and then switch majors or something, or just wait to see what I want to do before going to college? I don't know. Just any advice on finding out your passion and what you want to do with your life? Thank you.
I got you. Yeah, this is a tough one. I mean, in some ways, I was actually in the same exact boat as you. I was kind of a fucking little nerd. I liked history, political science, all that kind of shit. I also came from a family that it's like I was the firstborn. I was the firstborn in an immigrant family, and so I was expected to go to fucking school. Honestly, my parents thought I was gonna be a lawyer. Hysterical. But I did that. I did exactly what you did. I went to school. I was on a public policy scholarship, hilariously, and because I hated it so much, I realized I wanted to do comedy, and I started doing comedy in college, and it helped me. Honestly, I was very creative when I wrote a lot when I was in class because I didn't fucking feel like being there. Having said that, it costs money, right? That's the reality. I was very lucky. I went to school on scholarship. It was like a small school, it was local. It was UMBC, University of Maryland, Baltimore County. I would say the number one thing I would tell you to do is not fuck your future up financially for whatever you're gonna do, right? I think if you can find a way to try and because you can explore what you're good at, what you have experience in, as long as it's not gonna saddle you with debt for the rest of your life. That's not worth it. Your number one goal should be to stay out of debt. I stayed out of debt, and I can't tell you how happy I am compared to a lot of my friends who are paying off hundreds of $1,000s in loans. Even some of them who are very successful, it really wasn't worth the investment if you think about it. So stay away from debt. And I would say take a more general approach to it. There's nothing wrong with fucking community college. There's nothing wrong with seeing shit that you like, dabbling here and there. Keeping your major and shit open, and something will grab you. You'll be interested in something. But whatever it is, I would say keep the cost low. I gotta be honest with you. That's the one thing. I think I have friends who went to Ivy Leagues who would rather have gone to community college when it's all said and done. Prestigious universities don't fucking mean shit. Growing up at the age you're in right now, it's a lot of fucking horse shit that everyone tells you what you should be doing, and almost none of that matters. So try and find what you're passionate about by spreading it out, checking a bunch of different shit out, but keep the cost low, and don't feel like you have to fucking do one thing or another, and try and just find the thing that pulls you and go towards it. For me, it was performing. It was stand-up comedy. I spent like the first, I was like 19. I spent 1 year while I was in college really doing it. And then I tried to because I had all this family guilt, I went to therapy. I quit comedy. I was like, I'm going to try really hard and I'm fucking going to go to do politics bullshit. And I ended up quitting. I ended up my senior year picking stand-up back up again. Anyway, Yeah. You're also kind of fucked because it's like, what's the world gonna look like? Sorry, yeah, that sucks. Do some fucking online learning about some random shit while you're all quarantined up. But yeah, that's my advice. Good luck out there. I'm gonna take a little break here, and then we're gonna come back with our friend Mike Recine. But don't worry. While I'm gone, we will have a hypothetical to discuss. So discuss it. I'll come back. I'm only going to be gone like 3 minutes, so don't fucking leave. And I want vote on the hypothetical. I'm going to show you right now what it is. You can stop COVID-19, but your most hated enemy gets to come to all your family holidays, and they all love him or her way more than you for 10 years. After 10 years, they don't like him or her anymore, but then your pubes get really coarse for the rest of your life. I don't know if I spelled coarse right. Sorry, Tim rescheduled to next week. We have Mike Recine coming in his place. Oh, shit. This one's fucking controversial, huh? You motherfuckers would not... You would not end COVID-19. Who cares about Thanksgiving, right? Fuck my family. You know what I'm saying? Although it is your greatest enemy. I understand that. But the world, bro, you'd be saving lives. You just cut your family out of your life for 10 years... And then you fucking get your fucking pubes lasered off. You're completely fucking hairless. Like a little doll. I guess I'm just a good guy. I guess I'm just a good freaking guy, unlike you motherfuckers. Wow. Keep your enemy out and preserve your lush pubes, but COVID-19 rages on? You fuckers! We could have ended this thing. The Italian stallion himself, fat-cocked Michael Recine, in the mix right now. Mikey,
what's up?
What's up,
How are
you
you?
motherfucker? Thank you so much for joining us, bro.
Absolutely. I'm monitoring my grill while I.
Oh yeah, what do we got? What are we grilling up?
I just got a chicken on the grill.
Chicken? Have you been grilling a lot of chickens?
Yeah, here and there.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are your findings?
Well,
isn't it hard? A whole chicken. I don't know. I bought an air fryer.
Yeah.
But it's got a rotisserie too, so I'm excited to rotisserie my own chicken.
That's nice. Wait, do you have to turn it, or it turns on its own?
No, it turns on its own. Come on, brother.
Because those rotisserie systems are like they're weird because they're kind of expensive. They're like $250. But I'm like, but you turn it, right? I don't have to sit there and you know,
it turns. It turns on its own. Come on.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk more grill with you, brother. Thank you for joining us here on Stavvy Solves Your Problems. We're raising some money, too. We've already raised... Damn, we got some more donations coming in. $3,800 bucks.
For the guy for Minneapolis, right?
Yeah. So to support...
It's got to suck if you're trying to raise money for like dogs right now or something. You know, everyone's just giving them money.
Yeah, I saw somebody be like, "Look, somebody asked for money for like a summer camp for at-risk youth," and it's like, relax. All right? You'll give it a week before you start asking for fucking tetherball courts. You know what I mean?
It's crazy, because when something like this happens, you feel like you can't even talk about anything else. You feel guilty for, you know. So,
I felt guilty for even doing the show. That's why I said, "Fuck it, let's raise some money." And let me chip in a little bit of my own fucking funds in the mix as well. So
nice.
So yeah, man, that's what we're out here doing. But you know, we're providing a service here, and that is helping these motherfuckers. I don't know if you're familiar with the show. They ask questions. We tell them about their life. We tell them what we would do.
Sweet.
And we needed the Italian perspective, but the beautiful Italian mind.
I was doing a podcast the other night with this girl, and she was like, if your fiance left you, like, what would bother you if the guy was like, would it bother you if the guy was hotter than you, or? And I was like, I think it would only bother me if the guy was more Italian than me.
Just some fucking fresh off the boat cocksucker. Just hair greased beautifully, dude. Just chain. Beautiful biceps.
Yeah. Because Deb kind of has a crush on this guy who's like a Subway musician. Like, she follows him on Instagram, and she like tried to book him for a show one time. And it's like, I kind of get, he's like a good looking, like built black guy, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, if she left me for him, like, it's like, I get it.
You get it.
Yeah.
That's a hot guy. He plays an instrument. You do comedy, not hot.
Right.
That's the thing.
Right.
People think that's attractive, and it loses its luster.
To a degree, it is. It does lose its luster for sure.
It's a fucking parlor trick. Like,
Yeah.
it's quick. We get the first time they see us, they're like, wow. And then they come to a second show and they're like, wait, you're just going to keep doing the same jokes and
The same
shittier
shit,
over
yeah.
time?
You're
It's
basically
like,
a version of the uncle who pulls his finger off, does that finger trick.
Right. We just really got good at that.
Yeah.
No, I see. Yeah, I get that, brother. But yeah, you're a happily engaged man now. But you
Sure.
spent years as a scoundrel. You
Sure.
were out there.
Yeah.
Just a little
Yeah.
Jersey piece of trash.
Just eating pussy and moving trucks and
Yeah, what are your top sexual experiences in a moving truck, would you say?
Well, one time, this was kind of funny. So I was like kind of going through a breakup and I wanted to hook up with this girl, and Deb just walked in the house, but I'm going to tell the story anyway. So so I was like, we can't go back to my place because I'm breaking up with this person. And then she was like, yeah, I can't, my roommate's mom is visiting. So we just got in a cab. This was like pre-Uber. We got in a cab and just went to the lot where they park the moving trucks. And
Now, did you fuck in the truck or in the lot?
In the truck, of course.
In the truck,
because
sure.
you put some blankets down.
Yeah, absolutely.
You close the door.
Moving blankets, yeah. You make a nice evening out of it.
Yeah.
That's great, man. I love that. And that was how old were you when you did that kind of move?
Probably like 24, 25.
Nice. Yeah.
But a couple weeks later, I was moving all my stuff out of my like ex's place. And has this ever happened to you? Like, I had all my stuff in a box truck, like my bed, my dresser, and I'm just looking around at all my shit in the back of this little 14-foot truck, and I'm like, this rule. I could live like this.
Yeah, I could
This
just live in a
rules.
truck.
I was so happy.
You were free.
Yeah.
So you were in like a serious relationship when you were 24, huh?
Yeah.
Have you been like a relationship guy?
Not really. No, I never thought. Yeah.
Yeah. So was that your first? Do you live with the person when you were that age? When you were like?
Yeah, and she was like, so we met when we met, I was 23 and she was 30.
Oh, robbing the little cradle. And mentally, we have to admit, you're also Italian, so you were 14 years old mentally. It's a 23-year-old Italian man.
Right.
He's at an 8th grade reading level.
Exactly. So I don't know who this 30-year-old woman was who was dating mentally a 14-year-old boy. It's like, remember that movie Jack with Robin Williams?
Yeah.
They're like, well, it's actually, so he is Italian, so he has the mind. Yes, he's 23, but he has the mind of a 14-year-old.
The first draft of Jack he was just an Italian boy.
Yeah, I have the mind of a 14-year-old with none of the erections, though, unfortunately.
Yeah. Exactly.
None of them.
You get the ED quick.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's all the Brigitte.
Yeah. This is a great idea for a show, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that? An Italian
The advice show.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's good. It's fun because I get to pretend like I know what I'm talking about. But I feel like I have a little bit of wisdom that I like to give. Emotional wisdom. I don't know facts.
Yeah.
But I know about vibes, Michael.
Well, why is anybody qualified to give advice? You know?
Right. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I often thought I was a big Loveline guy as a kid, and I often thought Adam Carolla until he was like everyone on welfare should be executed until he had that turn. I thought his advice was like pretty better than Dr. Drew's half the time, almost. Right. So it was random.
Imagine finding out Dear Abby one day. She was like, so like one day she gives like a tell all about who she is, and she's like, so you probably wonder why I'm the one that's giving advice. Well, I was trafficked into sex slavery when I was 14 years old. She just has some like super dark, super dark, crazy.
I then
past.
myself got into the trade. I picked it up. I was one of the few people to get my way out of being a sex slave and into being a slave master.
But it just left me feeling very empty inside. So
I got into writing self-help books.
Yeah.
Now you find yourself in a nice little situation. You got a grill.
Nice little situation.
Yeah. You got. I see you grilling constantly.
It's great.
You're ready for this phase of your life.
I think so. Yeah. I think it's been, my life has been leading up to this.
Yes. This culminated. Honestly, I can't wait my damn self.
Yeah. Comedy was just the prelude to be like, yeah, my dad used to be a comedian, but he never talks about it.
Yeah.
Don't ask me about that. Don't ask my dad about Michael Che. He'll just
don't get him
upset.
started on Michael Che. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I got a couple more years of being a slutty,
a
little fat slut.
Yeah.
And then, but I can't wait for the grilling portion of my life. Settling
Yeah, I guess
down, grilling.
I guess when you're a single guy, it doesn't make any sense because you're like, who am I going to do this for? Who do I do this for?
But that's part of it is to like having somebody to grill for. I mean, I bought a grill recently. I can't wait till it comes in.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk grilling.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the whole ambiance. It's the environment. Having a backyard.
Yeah.
Having somebody to tell to fucking keep it down.
Yeah.
Just all that kind of stuff.
Just telling your daughter she's got to go change because she can't make TikTok videos with shorts that short because there's a lot of perverts on the internet.
Oh, I can see your fucking pussy. Come on.
What the fuck are you doing?
Your grandmother's in hell crying right now.
Yeah. Do you understand there's men jacking off right now to TikTok videos? No, you don't. You don't know what jacking off is because you're 10 years old?
Yeah,
all right, all right, fine. All right, sit down.
That's the life.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I'm excited. Thanks for coming on to the fucking program, Mikey. So yeah, basically we're gonna field these calls and these we're gonna see what these assholes have to say. So why don't you go ahead, Ralph? He's our super producer, Ralph. Hit us with the first call of the day with Mikey.
So I dated a girl a while back who was obsessed with Michael Jackson, and I was not on board because he's like, a pedophile.
Yeah.
But it was some good shit. And she started hitting me up on my DMs on Instagram the other day.
Uh-oh.
How do I handle that?
Well, she's an African American woman, right?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah. Is she a 45-year-old black woman in Atlanta?
Right, she must.
with just short hair with a short fucking asymmetrical haircut.
Right, because they kind of get a pass.
Absolutely, dude. 100%. My roommate was working for like this bit, I think it was like CBS News, like some kind of like thing where they would they would send. It's like local news, but it all comes from like one barely minimum wage paid blogger, and it goes to Atlanta. And they were like, "Oh yeah, we're not going to be celebrating," or it goes national, and they're like, "Yeah, for like different radio stations." That's what it was. He made content for local radio stations, and it was like, where to get the best pizza in fucking Des Moines, and it's like him just on Yelp. Like he has no knowledge whatsoever.
Of course. Yeah.
But anyway, they would do like these big national stories, and they were gonna like skip Michael Jackson's like birthday or something, and the Atlanta radio station was like, "Oh, we'll take care of this today by ourselves. Thank you very much." It was like they are definitely doing wall to wall Michael Jackson coverage, and there will not be a mention of him being a child molester at all.
Right.
I think, I don't see the problem here, buddy. Like, first of all, Michael Jackson's dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to worry about that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if the top was good enough, and listen, whatever you want to say about Michael Jackson, you don't got to be obsessed, but you throw Thriller on, you're not having a bad time.
So I mean, but this girl obviously she likes. Should we keep going?
Let's keep going, baby. Yeah.
So she she just likes Michael Jackson's music. I don't think she's going to defend pedophilia or maybe I just deny. Is she going to deny that he's a pedophile?
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you do if the person giving you crazy great top is just like, yeah, no, if she takes the he is not a pedophile stance, that's a wild stance. If she's like just blaring R. Kelly and Michael Jackson all day.
Right. Unless, like you said, she's a 50-year-old black woman. Yeah, exactly. It's like a school principal or something.
Yeah. If you've got an assistant principal of a middle school outside of an Atlanta suburb, you're fine.
Yeah.
Just have sex with her, and she's in the DMs. You can look at her titties without feeling bad that she may or may not support Michael Jackson, who's now dead anyway. So it's all dead and gone. Who cares? Get your prick sucked and don't worry about it. Although I respect what a moral man you are.
Sure. It's kind of like R. Kelly too. Like, I guess I enjoy R. Kelly's music more than Michael Jackson. I just listened to it more when I was younger.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
And I didn't see the documentary yet, but I still enjoy the music. I don't know if my feelings would change.
They would change. He
Okay.
straight up like had sex
Yeah.
slaves. Like
Okay.
you can't keep listening, man.
Yeah.
As much as it breaks my heart, and that's what I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Why didn't Bruno Mars record a cover of Remix to Ignition?
Right.
If you record, you're gonna make whoever
yeah.
did that when the documentary was coming out, somebody should have done a fucking remix or a cover of it. You would have been a fucking millionaire, and we could have listened to that song without worrying about a man being a pedophile.
I know. You ever hear the R. Kelly song "Real Talk"?
Which one's that?
It's just him like arguing with his girlfriend like under a beat. It's like barely a song.
Yeah.
But I used to listen to it in the truck with my friend Joe when I worked at Got Junk.
Hell yeah.
And it's just him being like, I'm about to sit up here and argue with you about who's to blame. And it's just the rambling, but it's just his side of the argument under
That's
like
awesome.
an R&B
Yeah.
beat. I'll send it to you, but
That,
all right,
that
whatever.
child was just I was teaching her how to sing.
That's
there was nothing going on between me and that 13-year-old girl. Hold on.
Okay, Robert, that's pretty good.
There was
Why don't we-
nothing going on between me and that 13-year-old.
So I was an open micer for about 8 years.
Next
and
question.
I finally quit.
No. I'm kidding. Play it. I'm sorry.
And it improved my life in every way, except I think it really messed up my ability to make new friends who are not open mic comedians. I think it fucked my vibe up. So my question is, how do I fix my vibe and be normal? Thanks, man.
Well, your vibe is gone forever.
Yeah,
You know what I
but
mean?
also congrats on leaving.
You did it, man. A
And
lot of
there's
people don't
funny
have the
people-
courage.
Well, there's funny people who should quit. I mean, there's too many funny people who've quit comedy. Like, I'm sure you know some guys that were like really good and they just don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, like there's a guy Jesse Pop that comes to mind. He was one of the best comics in New York. He wrote for Conan, and then he just like I don't think he does it anymore.
Yeah, he's just like, fuck it sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, does he have a writing job? I mean, that's the thing. Once you get a writing job, it's like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
Get out
I
of
think
there.
he had one. He worked at Conan, and then they laid him off. So I don't know what he's doing now. But he was always like, yeah, everybody thought he was. So yeah. So it's not like anything, not always anything on you if you decide to quit.
No, in fact, it's brave of you to quit. Having said that, some of the people that came back from Vietnam were never the same. You've seen unspeakable, disgusting things. You've seen a circle of 36-year-old men with flannel telling a 22-year-old girl how gifted she is and what a wonderful joke writer she is. Taking turns telling her and asking her if she wants to get together and write with them.
Right. You've seen a 64-year-old woman's tits.
Yeah, her big closer. You'll never get that part of your youth back. That's gone.
Yeah. Do you remember those days doing open mics where you would just do open mics wherever and there'd be legitimate insane people there?
Yeah.
And you would just be like, what's like the plan? Well, what's the end goal here?
Oh shit, we got 5K. Holy fuck.
Nice.
God damn, we did it, baby. Hold on. Sorry guys, I said what if you found me with $5,000? I just got the 5K and left. You just found me fucking dead surrounded by $5,000 worth of chocolates and pies.
Well, there wouldn't be $5,000 straight. Half of it would be in your body,
100%,
in your tummy.
Yeah, you'd see tins, very expensive pie tins would be littering my corpse.
Yeah.
What was the question we were talking about? Do you remember?
There was the Michael Jackson one, and then there was the how do I make friends? Because I quit being an open micer.
Yeah. What you're gonna have to do is just fucking join some fucking bowling league. Do the thing you should have been doing instead of open mics, because the reality is, it's mostly a social thing. Like, you just have to find something like that where you're around people.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think Facebook might be a good, like, Facebook groups. I know like a lot of people join those, but I just joined a Facebook barbecue group. So I feel like there must be, if you
respect.
Yes, but it's just a bunch of divorce guys who talk about how to get your grill up to 950 degrees.
Yeah, this is a great temperature, not only for searing a nice ribeye, but also you can get rid of a woman's fingerprints and dental records here. You can get the grill hot enough where no one will be able to identify your ex-wife's body if you put her molars into the smoker at this temp.
Yeah, that's a hotter temperature than anyone needs to use.
Yeah, 100%.
If you join, I don't know, if you join a group or something, maybe there's people local who want to hang out.
Yeah,
it's tough though to make friends as an adult. I don't envy your position.
Yeah, no, it's fucking horrible. I don't know. I have friends that move here. It's like either you got to make friends through like work, or you have to just be a guy who goes to bars, I guess.
Yeah,
and just for friendship, which is just horrific. Can you imagine trying to fucking just like watch a game at a bar?
Put an ad on Craigslist, like, maybe.
Yo, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
Yo, great game, huh? It's like, yeah, it's good.
Do you ever, has that ever happened to you? Some guy just starts talking to you out of nowhere, and you go, "Fuck, damn it!"
100%.
You know,
it's like,
this is gay. This is gay sex.
I'm not.
I'm being solicited.
Or
it's a pyramid scheme.
This man is trying to groom me. Yeah. I do forget sometimes that I'm a 31-year-old fat, bald, toothless man. Yeah. That anyone talking to me is not. It is not a sexual connotation. Almost never. Yeah, you're probably fucked. Let's be honest. You wasted the last bit of your youth at open mics, and now you have to make the best of it with your girlfriend's friends, boyfriends. That's who you got.
If you have a girlfriend, maybe she has friends, because that's not always terrible. You know, like Deb has a friend who dates a guy who's like not a comic or anything, but he's a cool enough guy. So I think you could probably manufacture a friendship out of that.
The rest of your life is adult play dates set up by your girlfriend. Enjoy that. That's what you got to look forward to, because you wanted to do open mics.
Right.
I'm 21 years old and live with my parents in the suburbs. I want to move out to the city, but I don't make enough money to get my own single bedroom apartment, and I don't have any friends that want to go in with me. So I figure my only option is to live with strangers. So how do I go about doing that? I think a lot of it is fear. I'm very anxious about living with strangers and like doing all that. But also, I just don't really get the logistics. I looked on Craigslist for a few room shared ads, and a lot of them want like live-in maids or like sex work. So yeah, if you could give me some advice or really just some stories, that would be much appreciated.
That seems.
I really enjoyed hearing Nick's stories about living in Chinatown. Those are great and were the inspiration for this question. So thank you.
Interesting.
Roommates are such a crapshoot.
Yeah. Also, that's not. I think he was trying to be funny with the sex work,
and
it bombed. Mm-hmm. It was horrible.
Yeah, feel that. That's why we're pros, you know. that's why we're the guys that show up.
I've never had any like horrible. I'm not a guy that's ever lived with randoms though. I've always lived with my fucking friends. My favorite house of all time was this is Baltimore. Is so awesome, dude. I was paying $300 in rent for this great room with like a fucking, you know, as big as the room I pay, like what I pay New York prices for. Natural light. It was just me and my dumbass friends. We had a fucking dildo that you just suction cup through at a wall. Just that kind of dildo. We had a spray painted gold bottle of lube that was the pussy getting trophy that the last guy who fucked got to hold on to the golden lube bottle. Just pure dumbass 23-year-old scoundrel type shit. But yeah, man, just understand how to basically use Craigslist, I would say. And unless you're on some kind of sexual fantasy portion of it.
Right.
But yeah,
it's
I don't know, man.
It's like when you're looking in for sale and you're in the wrong, just the wrong section.
Yeah, you're in the M. You're in the M for boy section, M for B section.
Right.
But you sound cute enough. Maybe you could suck for shelter. You know, maybe you could suck off some lonely
Nothing wrong
old
with
man.
that. Yeah, it's tough to be young.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. Have you ever had any bad living situations, Mike?
No, not really. I mean, you brought up paying $300 a month for rent. I one time I paid like $450 in this really bad apartment that I was living there when I met Deborah, and I brought her home, and I told there was a guy living basically in the hallway. I mean, it wasn't. It was like a room. You could fit a twin bed and a dresser in there, but it wasn't. But I don't know. It was like a hallway / room.
It was.
It was a railroad apartment where you had to walk through his room to get to mine, or I had to walk through his room to get to mine. But mine was at the end, so I had like my own room.
You had your own little.
But
corner.
I was like, but I was like, well, just so you know, like I have a house guest, so he's staying. Someone's staying with me.
He said it was a house guest.
Yeah, and she was like, he lives here, doesn't he?
Pictures of his family all over the wall and shit. He's like, nah, he's just crashing. Just doing pull-ups.
Yeah.
He's fucking marking each day. He's got a knife.
Yeah. He's got a fucking vision board on the wall.
Yeah.
All my dreams. Yeah, he just carries it around wherever he goes.
Yeah. Have I ever been embarrassed to fuck anyone where I mean, I lived with my parents for a while, but
yeah. No, but the easy thing is when you're young and you just need a room to live in, like you just find a room, and if the roommates suck, you move out.
Yeah.
Or what you do is you get an apartment and then you have roommates, but you keep your name on the lease, so then you have like you're like the boss. Yeah. You're like your own little slumlord.
Yeah, you're like, it's actually $2,000 for that bedroom.
Yeah. I remember one time because that shitty apartment, I had a lease. I was on the lease, and this girl came in, rented like the big room in the house, the only room that was like on it, off its own
room.
And she and I was like, hey, just so you know, the landlord raised the rent a little bit, so like I'm gonna have to ask you for more money for this coming year. And she was like, that's fine. Like she's like, what's the rent for the total apartment? And I was like, that's none of your fucking business. I was like so offended that she asked me what the rent for the apartment was.
How dare you, bitch?
Yeah. But really, it's like not her business. Like you're renting a room from me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's nice, man. I love how you felt like you were the boss because you were at that hostel longer than her. You were making bad life decisions quicker than she was.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I just felt like, it was my place, so it's not.
But you were still living in the railroad.
Yes, it was a railroad.
Yeah. You were calling the shots, but you lived you lived in the shittier room. That is fucking great. You're the secretary telling the boss what to do. She's got the nice room. You're like, shut the fuck up, bitch.
I'm basically like the shitty secretary who's been there a long time and tells people what to do. Yeah. This popped into my head a couple of days ago because I was in that place for a while, and I think some girl came to visit me, and like something. So she came to visit, and then like I didn't perform very well, like sexually, and she was like disappointed. Yeah. And she goes, I came to the fucking ghetto.
I came to the ghetto and your dick wasn't even hard.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what happened.
This is a caller named Jeremy from Oregon. I'm dealing with some withdrawal issues right now. I'm forcing myself to kind of get clean off some anti-anxiety medication, and just wondering if you have any experience with any of those kind of issues and what you would recommend moving forward, so that way, I don't fall down that bad path again. Thank you for your time.
What were you saying, Mike?
What are the? He didn't really elaborate on what the girl issues are. It is crazy how quickly they are to.
What did he say? I thought he said because of girl issues, he's taking off the anti-anxiety.
I think
he said he's going cold turkey off anti-anxiety, which you said you're forcing yourself to do. Mm-hmm. I would not do that, brother. I would say you got to do that in lockstep with a fucking doctor. Don't just if you got off your pills because you feel like you need to. Yeah. I wouldn't do that, bro. That doesn't go well. You know what I'm saying?
I guess that could be tough, yeah.
And
it's crazy how quick doctors are to prescribe medication, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I also think like those are particularly dangerous to like come off of. Like I haven't personally had it, but people very close to me have like gone off antidepressants or anti-anxiety meds, and they've gotten fucked up big time.
Really?
Oh yeah. Especially if they're in like a high pressure situation or something like that. But I would say you got to consult with your doctor. If you've already started, don't start back up again. I guess I don't fucking know, but talk to a doctor ASAP, brother. That's more than me and my friend right here can figure out. As long as you were prescribed these, as long as these aren't just like Xanax or benzos that you got from your friend.
The chicken off the grill?
Oh yeah, do you need to check the chicken?
Now Deb's on it, I think.
Okay,
You can do it, honey. You can do it. You can do it. There's tongs and a tray right on the kitchen island.
I'd rather take your place there and you go get the mic.
No. You have to earn this. I have 2 Conans.
For the past month or so of quarantine, I've been snapping this girl, and we've been hitting it off. One night we were sexting, and I learned that she is in fact a cuck. As in, she told me that she is into me, but she wants me to actively pursue and have sex with other women because it would make her feel horny and good.
Oh, yeah.
So a couple of weeks ago, I acted on it and cucked her with another girl who has also been in my DMs. I told her about my excursion with the other girl, and she said that she really liked it and that nobody had ever fulfilled that desire for her in such a direct way before. However, not even 24 hours after I cucked her, she went to a bar, drunk texted her ex, and cucked me back. And that reversal of fortune on my end has really given me a lot of questions and emotions to process. I really like this girl, and I'd like to continue pursuing her. But I should mention the ex that she cucked me back with had been with her for the better part of the past decade. And I'm not sure whether it would be prudent for me to try and usurp that kind of a position in her life. I'll probably just end up getting hurt again if I keep pursuing her. But for some reason, I'm strangely okay with that idea. And it's got me wondering, are we all just cucks in denial? Do I actually also like getting cucked? Or has this girl just got me fucked up and not thinking clearly because of how much pain I'm feeling from this whole situation? I think I'd have a lot of trouble trying to move past this girl because...
Yeah.
Now I see why she wants more different cock. Your dumbass is droning on and on and on. Well, you see, I called the other girl and I put my penis in her pussy, and then it went in and out for a lot of times.
What is this, a fucking romance novel you working on?
Hilarious, by the way, how much
workshopping a story for the moth.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't need your fucking takeaway, Ira Glass. All right.
Stop. You want to see my chicken?
Yeah, I do actually. Ooh, that thing looks beautiful. Splayed.
Sorry,
bro.
She almost. But yeah, I just did like a little.
That's gorgeous. Very nicely done.
Spatchcocked it.
Spatchcocked. Very nice.
Thanks.
I love it. Thank you, Deb. Hysterical what happened to this guy. She's like, yeah, I'm really into it. It's like, first of all, she was fucking her ex the whole time. She was,
She probably felt guilty.
Yeah, she's like, wow, I'd love it if you fucked another girl. And then once you did, she's like, I'm off, and now I'm gonna tell you I did it after. Meanwhile, oh, you think she bumped into her ex at a bar?
Right.
Her ex for the last half decade? No. They fuck. And they don't even have to have a conversation.
Ugh. I had a girl tell me that. One time that somebody that I was dating, that she like ran into her ex, and then they went and hung out.
Yeah.
She was like, I ran into him. You didn't run into him.
You didn't run into shit. You ran into his cock with your open mouth.
Exactly.
Instantly.
That's exactly what happened. I should call her right now.
You should call her. Put her on. Let's put her on.
Hey, remember 2012, you fucking whore?
You got to get the fuck out of here. This woman is insane for lots of different reasons. First of all, the whole... she likes you fucking other girls, that can be a bit of a red flag to begin with, but
that's like a too good to be true type of thing.
Too good to be true. She's gonna keep getting fucked by other guys. There's no way around that one. And it can't. I mean, maybe it can, but it's after you've had a good relationship for a while, not like you snap her every once in a while.
Right, because she was either doing that because she felt guilty. That's a good point. Because she either cheated on you and she felt guilty, or she likes to like manipulate you.
Yeah, she's not into cucking the way some guy likes to watch his fucking wife get fucked. She's into fucking with your little head. And you sound like too much of a nerd to be able to pull this off, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Even though you must you must be a cute kid because you got 2 different girls in your DMs.
Right.
spiritually,
you're gonna
like
get hurt. You're playing with fire. You're gonna get hurt.
It sounds like, if I had to guess, this guy is kind of tall, has a round nose, is blonde with like wavy hair, and has glasses. He's pale. He's a cute kid, but he's dorky looking, and he's got a pink penis. That's what I would say. That's what that voice says to me.
Al from Brisbane, Australia. Hope you're doing well. I'm just calling in to discuss I went on a date with this Filipino girl just before quarantine started, and I suffer from tight foreskin problems as well. So that's been a big contention for me. Anyway, so we're back at her place and we're getting freaky. It's actually boiling hot in her room, so obviously it's quite sweaty and a bit of a disgusting affair. Anyway, she starts jacking me off because she doesn't want to suck my dick or fuck me. And she's going at it like she's trying to pull a fucking carrot out of the ground, It's, pulling it down. It's extremely painful. And I say to her, can you not do that so rough? Can you do it this way? And she actually got very offended. And we ended up just like lying there and then falling asleep. So I guess my question is, how do you, I guess on a first date or any encounter with a woman, do you give them advice without coming across as condescending or rude? Thanks, Stavvy, baby. Love you.
Yeah, that's very weird. What kind of problems did he say he had?
Tight foreskin.
Okay.
Yeah. You circed up, Mike?
I'm circed up, yeah.
So not close enough to the old country.
I know. I won't do it to my kid. Well, I guess to a Catholic, I don't know, Catholic thing.
Well, that's what my Australian friend, you went wrong because that's a big sign of disrespect in Filipino culture.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
telling someone how to handle a penis. You can't.
Right.
You can't do that.
It's like telling an Italian how to make sauce, you know?
Exactly, brother.
So that's interesting. So you put that many onions in your sauce, huh? Oh, fuck out of my house.
How fucking dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you tell me how to tug a penis?
Right. I came to this country because my grandma knew how to jack off sailors.
This is my grandma's jacking off sailors recipe. I think, first of all, this woman, you got to be able to take constructive criticism. This is a red flag. If she got offended, it sounds like she really wasn't trying to fuck that much, and she was barely doing the bare minimum. I hate a tough tug. I hate it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. What I find, you can use the tight foreskin. If you have these problems, you can use the tight foreskin as a shield to be like, look, it's not you. It's my fucked up dick. So you got to do it a special way. And if she doesn't want to do that, then she's anti-Americans with Disabilities. You can have her. You can sue her under the Americans with Disabilities Act if she doesn't jack you off sloppily enough. I guess Australia. I don't know if you guys have the same laws over there. But I would say use that. Be like, it's not you. It's not that you're fucking tugging at it with reckless abandon. It's that my dick is fucked up.
Right.
So that would be my advice to him. Have you ever do you have any advice on how to guide a sexual partner? What would you say?
I guess it depends. I don't know. Like I wonder how he asked. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, you fucking cunt!
Hey, what are you? Don't wank me so hard. Jeez. Crikey. Yeah.
Just threw a boomerang at her head.
Yeah.
No, you're not doing it right.
Yeah, he used some weird like Australian slur.
He just shoved a didgeridoo in her pussy and blew hard as hell into it.
No.
I'm wondering how you would deal in this situation. I been seeing a girl kinda, and she is looking to have a more social life this summer, and we're still kind of under a quarantine. I don't know how to deal with it. I'd like to know how you deal with the situation. Thanks.
So
can you loosen my chains a little bit? I want to maybe.
Yeah, this is crazy. Like, what do you? So what? This girl wants to have a social life, but so he's seeing her. They're dating.
Yeah.
Right. And
he wants to see more people, and he's worried about
Is he worried about? Oh, this is. I see. In my head, I'm thinking this is Corona. He's scared because.
No, it is. I thought.
Oh, I don't know if
she wants to go out more this summer, and he wants to.
I see.
Yeah.
I thought for a second it was. That's what I thought initially, and then my second thought was, or wait, is she trying to fuck other people?
Oh no,
but no, I think it's the first one.
This summer's going to be kind of weird, though, don't you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Like we're not going to know what we're supposed to be. Like, is this okay? I don't know.
It's crazy because it's like I don't even know, like what has changed exactly.
Yeah,
we've just been inside, and that's supposed to. Now we're acting like we've done it. Like there's no vaccine.
Right.
Theoretically, if we all go back outside, it's just going to be back to where it was in fucking February, March. So I don't get it. I don't know. This really is a philosophical difference here with you and this girl. I mean, if you believe, there's one school of thought that's like, well, you're young, you know, stay away from old people, go out in small groups. If you're hanging out with people, I think you could probably have like small gatherings, maybe. I don't know. But if it's like being in a fucking crowd of people on the fucking beach, I'm not comfortable. I don't want to do that shit.
No, and I didn't. I was supposed to go to a protest today. I didn't go because too many people. Yeah,
I know. That does suck. I am still somebody trying to break into a safe.
Yeah, it's my fucking Roomba. Sorry.
No, I'm just fucking with you, dude.
Sorry, it's not a comedy club.
Oh, there's old Mouthy again.
I wouldn't possibly do it, but then if you're gonna fuck this girl and she's going out and hanging out with friends, you might as well go out. You're gonna catch
what are you? Are you gonna go to the beach this summer?
Nah, dude, fuck no.
Yeah.
I really don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, if I do, it'll be some deserted shit. It's gonna be at 7 a.m. Like, I'm not trying to be around people. Like, even when I go out for walks now, because I've had to start. I got fat as shit, like a wild amount, and I'm just trying to fucking lose it. So I just go on like long walks in the morning when no one's really out. I mask up.
Yeah.
You know,
I just feel like, it's probably okay, but it's also arrogant to be like, oh, it's summer. Let's go to the pool. Like those big gatherings that you see on social
I'm not
media.
doing big gatherings. I
It's
get
so
wanting to
fucking
be
arrogant.
out. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It's because it's like, just because it's nice, just because it's pussy getting weather, the virus is going to be like, well, we're not trying to cock.
Well, we don't want to.
Right.
Right. Hey, do your thing, champ. We'll just, we'll be over here. Let us know if you need anything.
See you in December.
Yeah.
You know what? That wouldn't honestly be a horrible society. Imagine if we lived in a society where when it's nice out, you get to be out, and then it's winter, there's a killer virus around, and you have to stay in your house. I think I could deal with that.
That would probably solve global warming, actually.
Yeah, maybe.
Right?
Well, wouldn't you have to like heat your? I guess less people would be using cars. I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm too stupid to even begin to answer that question.
Right. You know what's weird though? Everybody talks about old people, and so like everyone's like, don't be around old people. But my grandparents are 93 and 94, so I kind of feel like they're not gonna survive this. Like they're not gonna outlive Corona. They're gonna die like in their house playing Rummy Cube or something.
Yeah. One way or another, they're dying next year.
Yeah.
So let's, who cares?
Yeah.
You're right. Let's sacrifice the old people. Is this real that Cuomo moved a bunch of COVID patients into a nursing home?
Maybe.
And they ended up killing a bunch of old people.
Probably.
Unfortunately, yes. We had to just quit the stream. I had to let Recine go. He had some chicken to eat. We were coming to a close anyway. Apologies for all the fucking technical issues. Having said that, respect to everybody who donated. Thank you so much. We did some good motherfucking work. We we got the 5K. That's crazy. We got the 5K between you guys and me. I really appreciate everybody who fucking donated. And it's gonna go to some good ass motherfucking causes. The money will be going to the Minnesota Freedom Fund. And they suggested that we also support other movements, the Black Missions Minnesota, Reclaim the Block, and somebody's going to Louisville too. Thank you for all the money we raised. We got as a unit, as a community, we got over 5,000, 5,114.25. That's big. And that's over 3,500 came from this stream alone. So salute to you, motherfuckers. 500 coming from 500 already been donated, and I will be matching 1,000 of the 3,500 that you fuckers popped in. So we did it. Our dicks are on turbo hard. Thanks again. And stay safe out there. Stay sane. Do what you need for yourselves. And I hope you all fuck. And I hope you get head when it's safe to do so in your area.